Springtime in Suffolk, and on the local government challenge, it's a field of dreams.
We can let our imaginations run wild, hopefully.
Hello, welcome to West Suffolk.
Mid-May, and it's Challenge 4, in the heart of East Anglia.
I'm going to talk you through the challenge just with a few slides.
Over the past few months, the candidates have tackled tourism in Dorset, special needs in Derbyshire, and volunteering in Bradford. But as they're about to find out, once again, it's time for something completely different.
This is a project all about council offices, the Mildenhall Hub.
A field on the edge of Mildenhall. In a few years, it will look very different. Home of the town's new community heart. Forest Heath, one half of the West Suffolk Council partnership, plans to close other ageing buildings across the town and move in. But the plans also mean sharing space with a wide range of other partners and services, including a school. So, at its core will be a joint hub, a space to bring many of these different bodies together. Challenge teams Pioneer and Transform are tasked with making that space work for everyone.
Hello.
Hi there.
Nice to meet you, I'm Kate.
Katie and Michael.
Hello.
Straight to work then. A fact-finding session for the teams, meeting representatives of some of the departments and organisations involved.
So at the moment, because they're not co-located, there's a complete disconnect between services.
And they're relishing the opportunity to take on something so different.
You realise how much of people's life, as a sector, we have an influence on, and it is good to be reminded of that.
It might be an investment, but there's actually savings behind it as well, which is really good to see.
It's really quite exciting to have a project where you can shape something and not just do something more with less.
Team Transform are coping with less though. Council business means Croydon's Heather Story couldn't make it this time. So LGA graduate trainee Hannah Boylan is filling in.
We feel like we're going to win. We've got the best project manager in the room. Pressure's on.
Getting stitched up already.
Birmingham's Luke Keane is captain and the only candidate this year yet to win a challenge.
First time I've been project manager, obviously, and hoping for the first win. So pressure's on me now. So we'll see how it goes.
What are the problems that might come from this? What are the good?
The rest of the day is thinking and planning time. And throughout, observers continue to assess each candidate's performance. This is the fourth of the 5 preliminary challenges. Next month, 10 need to be whittled down to 4 finalists.
I think it's going to be incredibly difficult to get people down to the final 4. I'm sure we'll end up with a tiebreaker situation here. I wouldn't be surprised if we have 8 or 10 people in a tiebreaker, let alone 2 or 3, so it really is close.
Yes, in the interim, thanks very much. It's been really helpful. Yes.
Day 2, and an early morning tour of the town. A look at some of the services soon to be united on one site. Their guide? A familiar face for the local government challenge, 2015 finalist Ben Smith, who's a policy business partner at West Suffolk, and the man who's designed this challenge.
It's been fantastic, actually. I'm really enjoying being on the other side and watching how people think, how they've approached this challenge, perhaps slightly differently to how I would have done. I'm enjoying not having the stress of it as well, actually, which is nice.
And pressure there certainly is now. Not only are the teams pulling together their final proposals and presentations after some very late nights.
I was up till about 3.
But Claire Holloway, chair of the judges and principal sponsor of the challenge on behalf of the local government association, has arrived early to speak to each of the candidates separately.
I'm spending 10 minutes with each of the contestants today, just running through, if they were to get through to the final, what will be the project that they want to put forward for the Bruce Lockhart Scholarship, and that their project is exciting, meets the requirements of the scholarship, and also is likely to enthuse and excite the judges once they get to the final.
Soon, though, Claire's attention turns to the judging of this challenge. Along with fellow panellists Mike ELLWOOD from Suffolk Libraries, Forest Heath Deputy Leader Robin Miller and Alex Wilson, Director of West Suffolk Councils.
We've got the fact that it's no barriers, plus flexibility and future-proofing.
Transform faced them first, with the fruits of a late night filming and editing as part of their presentation.
Good afternoon, sir. Welcome to Mildenhall Hub. I'm Luke. How can I help you?
Hi, my name's YUNUS. I'm here to see the district nurse.
Okay, if you'd like to follow me, I'll show you where to go. And once you've been to see the district nurse, then come back and find me if you need any other help.
Our no barriers approach starts from the removal of physical barriers. We don't believe in a reception desk. My job is to walk the floors, talk with you, and resolve your issues on a face-to-face basis. The important thing is that you, as a resident, don't know who I'm employed by. You just know I'm here to answer your queries.
What we want to be able to do is have that one view of an individual, so you can connect back into public, NHS, police, local authority database and application, and get that one view of that individual.
We're looking at a co-created future-proof space, and in order to enable all of this to happen, we need a cultural shift. Thank you for your time. We've been Team Transform. Any questions?
Very interested in your comments about changing culture. Can you elaborate on what that culture change is, please?
Okay, let me ask you, you have lots of departments in this council. Does everyone speak to each other on a daily basis and know what's going on and have that seamless way of working presently? How do you think it's going to work where you put all these different people together in that same building and you expect that seamless, no barrier way of working, focusing on the individual? And I think that is a massive culture change.
What we really need to do here is look at the partnership that's around the hub and make sure we push it forward and ensure that
Pioneer next, and they also want the council to take a good hard look at itself ahead of the move.
It's getting the partners around the room, drawing out new ideas and igniting that enthusiasm and passion, and we hope that that will drive you forwards.
Maybe you're thinking, right, health in the right, swimming pool in the left, but we're telling you to get rid of that. This is the way that we want you to think. We've seen some great practice, or we've heard about it, of libraries coming together, a school library and a public library. Why can't we take that further and have businesses in there, volunteer groups in there? Let's look at this space and let's truly look at it in an open way.
The customer is at the very heart of it. We see that in the documents that we've got, the community and family, and that's what we want to have there. For the whole community, that is a real destination. Thank you very much.
How would this hub work differently as a democratic space?
This would be an amazing opportunity for councillors and council staff to actually be amongst the people that they're working for. You could have lots of different things in place where they could actually give you feedback there and then. The councillors could hold their surgeries in there as well. It would be an amazing way of getting instant feedback for them.
What do you think will make a destination at a time when more and more is being done virtually? How do you think you would change the mindset that would actually create this into a destination in its own right?
There is real value in bringing together the core services that can support your strategic priorities and also enable your communities to have more of a role in their own futures.
And I'd say they had a couple of kind of aha moments.
Decision time now, with the judges listening to the observers' thoughts before making up their minds.
So the team that won, the team that met the brief best, is Team Pioneer. Thank you very much indeed. Worthwhile, wholly worthwhile. It won't just be a question of the future is bright. Actually, the future looks really, really good for both local government and for, most importantly, residents.
It was very close. We were really struggling to come to a decision, but in the end, it was the people who stuck to the brief most closely.
Really inspiring group of individuals. Yeah, really positive for the future of local government.
Usually we find by now that there are one or two contestants who are moving ahead of the others, but I think it's a really close call this time.
I wouldn't change anything. I'd do it exactly the same as we did it. We work well as a team, and yeah, it's just I'm the unlucky one again.